Hello, everyone. Welcome. I'm Reverend Tomas Garza, and this is A Course in Miracles 365, Awakening to Love. Thank you all for joining me today. We're talking about a very, very interesting, actually, they're all very interesting segment. They're all very interesting segments. We're in the supplement to A Course in Miracles. There are two of them. We're going through psychotherapy, purpose, process, and practice right now. And we've gone through the purpose and the process. Now there are three. This today is being the first of three sections on the practice of psychotherapy. Now, let's be very clear here about terminology. If you've seen any of these videos in the last couple of weeks, you'll know that we can substitute freely here the word student-teacher relationship. That's two words. One of them's hyphenated. I know, right? Yeah. Student-teacher relationship. That's what we're talking about. A therapist-patient relationship is a student-teacher relationship. A coach-client relationship is a student-teacher relationship. In fact, it doesn't even need to have that professional looking or sounding context. Every relationship is a student-teacher relationship. We're always both teaching and learning at the same time. Always. So let's say some more about this. Everyone who comes to you is your student. Everyone who comes to you is your patient. Everyone who comes to you is your client. And everyone who comes to you is your teacher. We're always interacting. There's only one of us, after all, so how could we not be? One of the things that many spiritual traditions invite us to contemplate and to, really, really deep down contemplate and to hopefully, right, one day, ideally accept that there is a plan in all of this. People talk about God's plan or the universe's plan, the divine plan. Yeah. Everyone who's sent to you is sent to you for a reason. Everyone whom you approach, you're approaching for a reason, and you're sent to that person for a reason. There are no accidents, no coincidence at all, none. What may seem like a coincidental or a chance meeting in the world is anything but that. So we're invited in world spirituality, not just A Course in Miracles, by the way, but world spirituality, to take that one to heart and accept that. It's very powerful when you think about it that way. There are no accidents. Everyone who comes to you is sent to you for a reason. Now we're looking at a therapist-patient context. That is the outward situation. A coach-client relationship, a mentor, person being mentored, a mentee, right? Student-teacher relationship. Those are all outward terms. The content is every interaction we have has the potential to be holy. In other words, we have the ability, should we so choose, to invite the Holy Spirit into every interaction we have. They all have a purpose. They all have a purpose. So as a teacher, as a therapist or coach, if you find yourself playing that role here in the world, everyone who comes to you is sent to you for a reason. Now, we're invited here and told specifically to please not assume that we know exactly what somebody needs. It's not up to us, little ego self. It's not up to us to decide what the curriculum is going to be. It's not up to us to decide what somebody really deep down truly needs. Now, there might be some outer or surface level needs that are quite obvious. And yes, we can all say that someone that comes to us needs the peace of God. They want it. They don't really need it, do you? Because it's who you are. But we need to remove the barriers to that experience, don't we? That's what spiritual practice is all about. That's what a therapist or a coach would be all about. We're always teaching and learning. So, as the teacher, we cannot presume to know exactly what should be said and done. We ask our own inner teacher and listen. The word listen is emphasized here. We don't do that enough in the world, do we? Listen. We engage in what passes for listening when we're in a conversation with somebody and we start thinking about something else. Or we start not really listening to them. We may hear their words, but we're thinking in our own mind about what we're going to say in response and not really hearing them, not listening to them, not getting what they really have to say. Yes, we spend a lot of time on that. So the more we can practice listening, the better. I mean, listen to your inner teacher who does know all ends. The Holy Spirit knows what's best. I don't, as a 50-year-old man running around with all kinds of things going on that happen to all of us in the world. They're all around us. The light bills do. The dog puked earlier this morning. We had to clean that up. He shredded his toy, which was really fun to watch, by the way. And the stuffing of his stuffed cockatoo is all over the yard. I have to pick that up later, right? There's nothing special about us. It's very important here. The more we engage in a deep spiritual path, it's very important just to stay what we call normal in the world. Don't forget to be normal. Don't forget to be cool, right? We all have things that we need to attend to in the world. And we just can't presume to know everything. This is a hard one for adults to get, isn't it? We cannot presume to know everything. So we listen to our inner teacher and we allow our inner teacher to guide us. We become the ultimate follower. Jesus was the ultimate follower of the Holy Spirit. Still is. Mm-hmm. Now he's one with them, and so are we, but we have interposed so many obstacles that we're not aware of it. So let's become aware of it, shall we? Let's become aware of who we really are. It's about listening to your inner teacher because every single interaction that we have has a purpose. There is no chance and there is no error in God's plan. Errors we make when we identify with the ego because we can't see anything, really. Everyone who comes to you is sent for a reason. Sometimes that will be perfectly obvious, won't it? Other times it may seem perfectly obscure and you may not ever even think about it. And that's okay. We interact with people all the time. In the present moment, right now, we have a choice as to whether we allow our inner teacher to guide us or we don't, or we allow the ego to guide us and to pretend it knows exactly what needs to happen. Only let's all recognize how utterly confused it is. And deeper, let's all recognize that it does not exist. Remember, there is no separation of any kind. So, yes, we're always interacting with everything, every living thing, every person that comes to you for a reason. Teacher and student are one. How can we say this? With perfect certainty, we are one, and there is no separation of any kind. Thank you. We will see you again here soon.